The King and Queen consult as they step out to the sounds of a traditional Yorkshire brass band, greeted by a warm welcome. This marks their first public appearance since the confirmation of a new title for Camilla, a moment that was cemented and celebrated through a coronation invitation sent on behalf of their Majesties, King Charles III and Queen Camilla. The announcement of Princess Anne's new title has finally brought her into the spotlight. For years, there had been speculation about the monarchy's future, not just its structure, but also the evolving roles of its members. Now, as we look to the future of the monarchy, we are left to ponder what Prince William might be feeling in this moment. Is he sensing the weight of the title, knowing that he is next in line? With Anne stepping into a significant position and Camilla acquiring a new title, the kingdom has entered an era of change, one that is redefining royal traditions and expectations. What led to these unprecedented roles and titles, and what does it mean for Camilla, who currently holds the title of Queen Consort? Join us as we explore the events surrounding Queen Camilla's transition of her royal title to Princess Anne, an act that has shocked many. As the sun began to set, casting an almost ethereal golden light over the famous Buckingham Palace, the crowd gathered along the Mall buzzed with excitement. Union Jack flags fluttered, and conversations filled the air, suddenly interrupted by the grand opening of the palace doors. Silence fell before the King, Charles III, stepped onto the balcony to address the nation. His solemn words proclaimed the King's blessing and announced that his sister, Princess Anne, would henceforth be named the Queen. This proclamation took the crowd by surprise, followed by gasps of astonishment and whispers moving through the throng. The world audience watching the live broadcast shared in the shock of this unprecedented announcement. Observers noted that the decision to pass the throne and promote Princess Anne has sparked great interest and vigorous discussions about the reasons behind such a dramatic and enigmatic act. Speculation arose regarding quiet deliberations within the royal family, acknowledgement of Anne's loyalty and hard work, or perhaps other rationalizations. Princess Anne, often referred to as the hardest-working royal, has long been involved with over 300 charities and participates in more events than any other royal. Yet, she has remained quiet, not seeking the limelight typically associated with the privileged life of royalty. Her new role, however, seemed destined to break that pattern, offering her a chance to step into the public eye in a way that few would have anticipated. As we reflect on this unusual event, we must consider the unknown factors that may have contributed to such a strange and dramatic decision. Princess Anne, known for her no-nonsense attitude, has been a steady presence in the monarchy. Over centuries, the royal family has been a stage for dazzling sibling rivalries, intense public scrutiny, and personal struggles. For King Charles, this is no average drama. As the eldest son of the late Queen Elizabeth II, he has often found himself thrust into the glaring spotlight, facing challenges and responsibilities far beyond the ordinary. Princess Anne is living a regal life within the royal family, fulfilling her duties with a sense of understated dignity. Her no-nonsense attitude and single-minded devotion to royal duty have shaped a distinctive role for her in the monarchy, one that rarely appears in the public eye. Unlike some of her high-profile relatives, Princess Anne does not seek glamour, but her immense activity and dedication behind the scenes do not go unnoticed by those who observe closely. Recent reports suggest that King Charles may be re-evaluating the entire royal hierarchy. While Camilla has done an excellent job as Queen Consort, King Charles realizes that the institution needs an image makeover for the current generation. Princess Anne fits into this vision, as her grounded demeanor and strong work ethic represent the modern royal archetype that could bring new energy to the monarchy. Many are eagerly awaiting this potential shift, and the news has sparked ripples among royal watchers and the general public. Some hashtags, like #QueenAnne and #CrowningMoment, have emerged, signaling that a sizable audience is ready to embrace the possibility of Princess Anne gaining higher prominence within the monarchy. Her true fans admire her bravery and practical approach to royal duties, although some naysayers question whether she would make a good queen. The question remains, is it possible for Princess Anne to combine the charisma of a queen with her practical nature, much like Camilla? Camilla's journey as Queen Consort began on September 8, 2022, when her husband, King Charles III, ascended the throne following the death of Queen Elizabeth II. Just 2 days later, on September 10, 2022, Camilla joined the Accession Council, where Charles was officially announced as king. This event marked her place in the new royal structure, alongside her stepson, Prince William, as she settled into her role. In November 2022, Camilla made an important reform to the ancient role of lady-in-waiting, renaming it the Queen's Friend. This new position was designed to be more relaxed and less demanding, with companions assisting the Queen in an official capacity without the constant need to manage letters or schedules. This change was seen as part of a modernization effort within the royal family. However, Camilla's activities outside the palace came to a halt in February 2023 when Buckingham Palace announced that she had contracted COVID-19, leading to the cancellation of several engagements. Despite this setback, she was soon back to her duties, continuing her royal work. One of her most prominent moments came on May 6, 2023, when she attended the coronation ceremony of King Charles III at Westminster Abbey. The event was broadcast to millions of viewers worldwide, marking her formal induction into the Order of the Thistle, the highest chivalric order of Scotland. Camilla re-emphasized her place in the royal family in June 2023. The following month, she joined Charles for a Thanksgiving service at St Giles's Cathedral in Edinburgh, where he received the honours of Scotland during a special commemorative event. Around this time, it was also reported that Camilla was not given a parliamentary annuity like her predecessor, Prince Philip. Her official activities would instead be funded through the sovereign grant, highlighting a more modern approach to her role. The couple has not been idle, even on the international stage. Their first foreign tour as monarchs took place in March 2023, during which they made a historic visit to Germany, the first of many such trips. Indeed, within the last few minutes, King Charles's plane had landed in Berlin, where he was accompanied by Queen Consort Camilla for his first state visit abroad as monarch. From then onwards, Charles would continue with several state visits, including 2 in September and October 2023, to France and Kenya, respectively. These visits re-emphasized the couple's interest in diplomacy and Commonwealth affairs. In November 2023, Camilla supported Charles during his first state opening of Parliament as an active reigning monarch. The year 2024 arrived, and Charles was diagnosed with cancer. Camilla assumed additional roles and responsibilities, occasionally representing him in essential functions. She stepped in for the King during the Commonwealth Day service at Westminster Abbey and the Royal Military Service at Worcester Cathedral. Camilla also made history by becoming the first consort to hand out commemorative coins on that day. Her involvement during Charles's illness later proved to be a significant part of her reign as Queen Consort, showing her versatility and commitment to performing royal duties. In June 2024, Camilla and Charles traveled to Normandy for the 80th anniversary commemorations of D-Day, further emphasizing the scope of her involvement in international and historical events. This engagement underscored Camilla's growing role as a representation of continuity and stability within the British monarchy during difficult times for her husband. However, questions arose about how she would navigate the struggle between herself, Princess Anne, and Queen Camilla. From the early days when Queen Camilla married King Charles III in 2005, reports indicated that her sister-in-law, Princess Anne, was not warm towards her. Many assumed that Anne's coldness was due to disapproval of Camilla's inclusion in the royal family, particularly given the past involving Charles, Camilla, and the late Princess Diana. However, unlike 2 decades ago, when Anne had been reluctant to speak about Camilla as a queen, years later, she gave a candid statement acknowledging how the former had managed to fit into the substantial shoes of a queen. In a recent 90-minute film created to celebrate King Charles's inaugural year, the royal family was captured for the very first time, with close-up images of the royals rehearsing before the coronation. The film revealed that the relatives' expectations of each other were more candid than originally hoped. One of the most shocking instances was Princess Anne's open appraisal of Camilla's reign as queen. This statement sounded authoritative, considering what Anne had achieved in royal service, particularly given her earlier overt displeasure regarding Charles's ideas for a more compact monarchy. On the subject of Camilla's role as queen, Anne admitted that it was out of character for her sister-in-law, but she had no choice but to respect Camilla for the way she embraced the role. Anne, having known her for a long time, remarked that Camilla's grasp of the position and her ability to distinguish herself alongside the king had been remarkable. And noted that this was a role one would not have initially imagined Camilla in, but she was carrying it out quite well. True to her down-to-earth character, and pointed out that while Camilla may not have been made for this role from birth, her ability to fit into the role and provide much-needed support to the king had been awe-inspiring. Moreover, Anne commended Camilla for bringing a change of pace and tone within the monarchy, appreciating that such a shift was just as significant as the primary obligations of the crown. Queen Camilla greatly appreciated Anne's rare public approval, recognizing her as one of the most dutiful and prominent members of the royal family. This support emphasized Camilla's performance in the role, which was under heavy scrutiny after she became queen. However, the public perception may shift now that Anne has approved of Camilla. The marriage of Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, and Charles, Prince of Wales, was initially a controversial topic within the royal family. This controversy was further compounded by the visible dissent from key royal figures, most notably Queen Elizabeth II, who did not attend the civil ceremony, clearly indicating an existing rift. The event carried heavy historical significance, and the bride was not embraced by certain members of the family, particularly Princess Anne. Body language expert Judy James revealed that post-wedding moments displayed subtle signs of strain within the family. She noted that the body language of the entire family was even frostier than that of the Queen and Prince Philip, who intentionally distanced themselves from the couple during photo opportunities. James explained that during the poses after the wedding, the Queen and Prince Philip chose to stand away from the couple on the steps, resulting in no joyful family photographs. While the physical distance might have seemed minor, it hinted at deeper emotional discomfort, where disapproval was palpable. Anne, in particular, stood out as being quite frosty, making no attempt to conceal her displeasure. Her stiff posture and refusal to make eye contact suggested that the cheers from the crowd celebrating the couple did not contribute to a happy day for her. Anne's reservations about a new member of the royal family were not unprecedented. Even Princess Diana, the People's Princess, who often clashed with the family's rigid rules, experienced similar treatment from Anne. News reported that Diana was of no interest to Anne, as her press activities annoyed her. Anne, who had a strong sense of responsibility, could not tolerate the showy ways of the press and was displeased with the introduction of Diana's approach within the royal family. This same mindset helped shape her feelings towards Camilla. Anne's more reserved attitudes toward Diana and Camilla can be understood through her restrained view of monarchy and royal obligations. For Anne, the crown comes first, and for a long time, she has clearly understood what it means to serve. Therefore, her focus has never wavered. She understands that royal life involves many changes, which may have contributed to her reluctance to readily accept Camilla, especially considering Camilla's already controversial relationship with Charles. Anne's coolness toward Camilla was likely influenced by the belief that she was not suited for the rigorous demands of royalty. Over time, especially as Camilla demonstrated her dedication to her husband and the royal family, Anne's formerly detached stance toward her began to improve. Still, even when Camilla's presence seemed to promise positive change from the outset, there was an unwillingness to accept a new reality, including the title of Queen, which came with the crown made for Queen Mary back in 1911. Queen Camilla was to be crowned, marking a shift in the royal landscape. The camaraderie between Princess Anne and Queen Camilla is not simply the result of a few favorable years or events. Its foundation is based on several long-standing principles that have shaped the two royal women over the years. However, recently, particularly after the coronation on May 6, 2023, reports suggest that these frictions resurfaced with significant force, especially concerning Queen Camilla's title. It was publicly revealed by the Queen's mother before her death that, following Camilla's coronation, she would be referred to as Queen Consort. Yet, after the ceremony, Camilla began to refer to herself and was referred to by others simply as a queen, without the distinction of consort preceding it. This subtle but noticeable detail did not sit well with Anne, who pressed Camilla to clarify her position. David Emanuel, who once designed dresses for Princess Diana, recalled that Anne made her feelings known after the coronation during a dinner party. He remembered Anne telling Camilla directly, "You're not queen, you're the queen consort," suggesting her displeasure with the change in the title's designation. This moment of clarification underscored Princess Anne's respect for her late mother's practical approach to royal etiquette and her commitment to respecting royal titles. Yet, it also created tension, with Anne being one of the few family members to voice her discontent with the transition from Queen Consort to simply Queen, something that appeared to happen too effortlessly following Queen Elizabeth's death. This clash highlighted Anne's views on the monarchy, which are often seen as somewhat old-fashioned, along with her desire to protect the image of her late mother, Queen Elizabeth II. While Camilla's use of the title Queen may seem trivial to some, it holds significant weight within the structure of the British royal family, where titles, ranks, and legacies are everything. That is why Anne advocates for the observance of royal procedures as they were established by her mother, feeling uneasy about any deviation from tradition. The crowning of Camilla as Queen Consort helped eliminate any remaining stigma attached to her status as a senior royal, but it also revealed that certain family rifts have not yet fully healed. An individual who tends to be quieter but still holds traditional views on how royal duty and decorum should be practiced seems uncomfortable with Camilla's plans to assume the title of Queen. Both publicly and presumably behind the scenes, there are ongoing debates about royal titles and their implications. In a remarkable and ceremonial ceremony, Princess Anne conferred a title on Queen Camilla, adding another chapter to the royal tradition and family roles, sponsored by events like this significant one. Given Anne's hallowed stature in the royal house, Queen Camilla favors this particular pronouncement. Just recently, Queen Camilla received an honorary doctorate in literature from the University of London. Princess Anne, who is the Chancellor of the university, presented the honor, a role indicative of her devotion to higher education and cultural enrichment. The award ceremony marked the university's foundation day, the anniversary of its establishment in 1836, and its continuing contribution of more than 170 years to the world of learning. During the ceremony, in a particularly touching moment, Queen Camilla kneeled before Princess Anne to receive the honor, underlining the occasion's significance. This gesture hinted at temporarily reversing the hierarchy of the royal family while demonstrating a deeper recognition of the importance of academic accomplishments. The honorary doctorate was awarded to Queen Camilla for her nearly 20 years of passionate commitment to promoting literature's importance. Her advocacy, as patron of various literary charities, has greatly impacted society. In addition to her advocacy, she opened an online reading club, the Queen's Reading Room, which sought to foster a love of reading among readers. Through this, she could mingle with literature enthusiasts and contribute further to the written word, further demonstrating her commitment to the literary community. Over time, Princess Anne and Queen Camilla have managed their relationship with mutual respect, despite the many ups and downs in both personal and professional matters. There have been humorous episodes between the two, such as during the 2019 Christmas Day church service when both women coincidentally wore purple-themed dresses. When they approached each other, Camilla noticed they were wearing the same dress, and with a rare public display of comradely affection, she elbowed and pushed Anne in surprise. They both laughed, a moment many royal watchers noted. Body language expert Judy James commented on the joy of the situation, especially with Anne, whose public appearances are usually more severe and unforgiving. The smile and laughter were unusual for Anne, but such warmth is expected from other royals. However, the lighter moments don't tell the entire story. The impact of royal protocol and the shared history between Queen Camilla and Princess Anne is evident. When Queen Elizabeth II passed away, King Charles III assumed the throne, and since Camilla was crowned Queen Consort, changes have been made regarding hierarchy and etiquette. Now that Camilla is Queen Consort, she no longer has to bow down to other royal family members, including Princess Anne. However, as a sign of respect, she may still offer a courtesy to other royal heads. This, however, is not as straightforward as it seems. Royal ranking has long been governed by tradition, and in 2005, a shift in the order of precedence was brought about by Queen Elizabeth II, likely at the instigation of Princess Anne and Princess Alexandra. This change in order examined the status of born princesses, such as Anne, versus married princesses, like Camilla. This shift was motivated by context, recognizing Anne's long-standing loyalty and the hard work she had put into her royal duties. For some members of the public and the royal family, including Anne herself, adapting to this change is not negotiable. After her wedding to Charles in 2005, Camilla was not the most popular member of the family, and Anne, in particular, was very cold toward her. It was an open secret that Anne did not want to curtsy to Camilla. A former courtier revealed to the Daily Mail that following the monarch's order and emphasizing the husband's role likely contributed to Anne's initial rejection of Camilla. Despite these unspoken tensions, the episode at the Christmas service proves that, at least to some degree, the two women have managed to build bridges. Over time, Anne has come to appreciate Camilla's ability to assume her position with poise and mirth. Both women have established an understanding, rather than a deep bond, due to their roles as royals. Do you think the future of the monarchy depends on restructuring the royal family's roles? Should a queen be relatable or embody glamour? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more. Also, click the next video showing on your screen. You will enjoy it.